Hello viewer! It is that time of the week again. The time for me to play some more Shin Megami Tensei 5. I have been tweaking the sound volumes a little bit. I don't think it is all that well optimized, but hopefully we're not going to get that overly loud battle music that I have to fix in post. That's gonna be one less thing for me to do. Okay, I came back to save. And we have to be on the lookout for a bunch of pretas for this side quest. And the main quest brings us forward. Again, we are technically still in the tutorial stages. And we shall remain for a little while longer. Yoink. We have already seen and done everything around here. At least I hope. Well, okay, if you insist.
俺たちの獲物を言うことにしてきた。腹が減って限界なんだ。お前も一緒に食ってやるよ。
Well, okay then. No room for negotiation, it seems like. And now we are getting the tutorial for Magatsuhi skills. Demons will gradually build up Magatsuhi and fill the gauge. Once the gauge is full, you will be able to use powerful abilities known as Magatsuhi skills. Collecting Magatsuhi crystals will also fill the gauge, and it will even fill automatically with each passing turn during battles. So keep an eye out for opportunities to use these skills and turn the fight in your favor. And there are also some abilities that give you bonuses whenever the bar is full, which of course you also need to be using it, so it doesn't sit at full. You're not really getting anything out of that. Now let's dispatch these ones as fast as we are able. Ha, didn't I already check? Well, okay, for some reason the game doesn't seem to register these pretas as the one I have. Oh well. Wow, these are just chumps, huh? There we go. Absolute pushovers. And they still gave us a decent bunch of XP for some reason. Another level up. Yeah, I really would like the ability to keep these level up stats, because I do not know what kind of build I would be going for. Let's just pump a couple points into luck. And then we'll see. You are gaining magic, interestingly enough. But as you can see, our slime doesn't actually have any new skills, so he's not gaining any. But that doesn't mean we have to stop leveling him.
よかった。ありがとね。あんたのおかげで助かったよ。
Don't mention it.
でもよく考えれば、あんたを見込んで助けを求めた私がすごい気がしない？やっぱりなし。さっきのお礼は取り消しね。こうして無事に助かったのはあんたに声をかけた私のおかげだね。
Well, okay then. The demon in the kimono has rather liberally interpreted the situation. What will you do? Well, she's gonna be, I think, something similar to an exposition fairy, which would require us to get on her good side so she joins.
心配してくれるの？あんた優しいね。
Oh, you know.
大丈夫。元気いっぱいだよ。ところであんた、よく見たら見かけない顔だね。珍しい。あんた何者？どこ行くの？
少年、魔界には友好的に近づいてきて何かを騙し取るような悪魔も存在する。
Well, of course.
相手にせず先へ進むことを推奨。
もう本当に行っちゃうの？もうあんたなんて知らないんだから。
The demon in the kimono left. Well, the name demon is actually a little misleading. There is actually everything from every mythology, which of course includes the Fae, and those are more like just selfish tricksters. So we actually can be nice to some of these every once in a while. Now we are looking for some Pretas. That will probably be their own thing, and not just a random encounter. So I'm not gonna care about you. Oh, these are new. Time to grab one. And now talk to you. Okay. I don't really know how to approach this one. Let's try one and see how it goes. Okay. Sure. And money again. Demon acquired. That's good. There was always the chance that it would just take our money and leave. Okay, that hurt a little. Let's use our infinite healing. Especially in the early game. It's going to be very easy. And there we go. So we have an ongoing fire weakness. We need to be a little mindful of that. You got life drain. That's a good skill. And you're giving us lifestone chain. I think that's a mass healing item. Yep. Basically, like the Harado beats, but ever so slightly stronger. We're okay. Our slime is not gaining anything with levels, so let's change things up a little bit. We're still gonna keep him around. But so far, we're okay. What do we have? Okay. We left this little one around here. Hello. Some demons like to fight, but others like to talk. And if you make a connection, they might wanna be your friend or give you free stuff. Thank you, Exposition Flower. There's a save point up ahead.
Shonen.
There's something peculiar over there. Let's take a closer look. Okay, I'm looking. This appears to be a proto-fiend husk. It is an Aogami type, just like myself. I can't be certain due to the damage to my memory, but this might be an ally I once fought alongside in the past. Well, that's quite a convenient place for its rest. Judging from the degradation, repairs will be difficult, but we may be still able to salvage some of its remaining power. By examining Aogami husks in the Netherworld, you can obtain Aogami essences. These essences can be used in the same way as demon essences. We don't actually have the tutorial for those yet. The abilities these husks can offer vary by location, and some may provide useful skills, so examining any you find is recommended. You can re-obtain essences from husks you already examined after a certain amount of time has passed. Okay, we get Type A essence. We can basically impart these essences onto ourselves. And we can either gain the resistance profile that they have or the skill that they provide. So this Type A gives full immunity to electric and resistance to light, but a weakness to dark and force. Which is the same as the one we have right now, so we don't really need to use it for that. However, it also has these skills. Rooted Soul, that's a passive that gives us extra max HP and MP, and attack debuff. We will see if we can make use of that. And this one is going to just stay right here. That's why it's also on the map. And if we happen to use that essence, we can just come back and grab it again. Ah, you must be the one. Or one of them.
これは興味深きものがこの地に訪れたものだ。
Yep, that's me.
その顔見せてもらおうか。よく来てくれた。我は長きにわたり再び我を認知できるものを待ち続けていた。二つに分かれた知恵と生命、その元なる姿であるナホビノの再来を。我はソピア、異なる次元から
Mommy?
世界とナホビノを導く一人。
Yeah. Mommy.
神に等しきはずの汝のその力、未だ不完全で不安定な様子。汝に眠る力の片鱗、我が目覚めさせてやろう。あらゆる力を己のものとするうつせみと、世界の摂理に働きかけるカムイを目覚めさせた。汝はこの後ダートを巡り、うつせみとカムイの源たるミーツを集めるのだ。それらはナホビノの力となり、汝に神聖の輝きをもたらすであろう。さて、
It appears you are already in possession of an essence. Go on then. Use apotheosis and accept that essence into your being. The World of Shadows offers an option under Apotheosis called Essence Fusion that allows the teaching of skills to both the Nahobino and his demons. Try learning some skills with an essence in your possession. Oh, didn't remember you can also impart it to your demons. You can learn miracles by using the glory of God. And you can inherit the power from essences. Ah. So the glory that we are gaining by finding those little guys for Gustav, that's giving us glory. And over here, we're gaining new abilities using that glory. Looks like we have Supremacy, Doctrine, Awakening, and Cosmos. Again, this is a Megami Tensei game. There's a lot of religious and esoteric undertones to the whole thing. Don't worry if you don't understand all the words that are being used here. I don't really get all of them either. Let's just get lost in the souls together. So, starting from Supremacy, we have 4 stall. Slashing an enemy in the field will greatly increase the Magatsuhi gauge at the start of a battle. In other words, when we initiate the fight. we get some extra gauge, which, considering that we want to do all that to guarantee a first turn, this is very good. Doctrine has Hand of God, rare chance to acquire one extra relic. Relics are what we get from the vending machines. That's the vendor trash. So having this one in the long run gives us more money. Awakening has Empowering Cheer 1, so it's gonna have multiple states. Half of max HP and MP are recovered when leveling up. That is very nice for staying out on the field. And for more glory than what we have masteries. That increases skill potential. We don't have to worry about those just yet, so
習得するのだな。
let's get all of these.
習得するのだ。
We will unlock more
習得す
of
るの
each
だな。
type as we continue. And I think we don't have to slot these. We just have to buy them, and they are always active. Okay, Essence Fusion. To perform an Essence Fusion, first select the target you want to merge the Essence into. You can choose the Nahobino or a Demon Ally to inherit the power of Essences. So, for example, if I want to get rid of the weaknesses of one demon, for example the slime, I could just get the essence of someone else on it, and it gains new resistances. For now, how about we try it on ourselves? Once you have selected the target, find which essence you wish to use. As you browse through your essences, their providable skills and other information will be displayed on the left side. Once you've determined which one you want to use, select it. There are no limits to the number of essences you can use, so perform as many essence fusions as you like. But of course you are limited by the number of essences that you have. Okay, why can't I select these ones? Looks like there is something preventing us from having these. Maybe the demon in question has to know these skills before we can get it from the essence. I'm not sure. Well, that can be it. Because Preta knows Bufu, and I can't have that. Interesting. Maybe it has something to do with our fusion level. In which case, this is just a matter of time. Okay, since this is free, basically, we cannot choose the resistances, because we already have the same. Let's get Rooted Soul. And now we get to place it here. Oh, interesting. You actually can. Oh, I see how it works. It pulls the skills from the essence and from yourself. And then you get to choose which one of them and how many you want to keep. Okay, and now we're going to hit set. And once we are done with that, we hit fuse. And it lists all our miracles over here.
これでいいのだな。
Okay. And that's it. We have used an essence. And now you see. it classifies it as absent. So we already know the slot and what it does. We just don't have it anymore. Okay, we'll go with explanations later.
仲間を集めて
Let's just have some
また来るがよい
gameplay.
どうやら無事に三田の流血にたどり着いたようだな。ならもう一つ教えておいてやる。流血同士は流脈でつながっているんだぜ。流脈渡りと呼ばれる機能を使えば一瞬で離れた流血に飛びるんだ。興味があるならやってみるんだな。キュッヘー。
Yeah, so basically, ley lines are bonfires. With the added travel, we can click this one, specify the area, and you can see we can jump between these two. Not that we need to at this point. Okay, and now we just need to wait a little while. And then we can grab the essence from this guy again. Okay. Now, are you the one that I need to find? Maybe there's some food lying around here. The guys at the cave are waiting for me. What are they going to say when they find out I don't have anything? Oh yeah, another one of us ran off to be guided by a goddess, or whatever that means. Wonder if he's alright. Where'd he go? He said the goddess is somewhere around here. Okay, all the way in the back. Okay. So, we found one. There's gonna be 3 Pretas altogether. There's a treasure chest around there. Can I just glide on by? Looks like it. We got Pixie's essence. Oh, hello. Got the glory. Now I just need the guts. Right. We're all good over here. So that's the way forward. Which means this area should be explorable. Oh, that's a one-way. Okay. So once we are up there, we're gonna be able to come back here. Oh, is there anything up here? Haha! Look from high places, might find lots of things. Indeed. We're gonna be doing a lot of looking around. Okay, nothing else. So,
少
continue.
年、前方に存在する赤いオブジェ、そこから強力な悪魔たちの気配を感知した。あれは
Yep, that ugly
マ
thing.
ガツカと呼ばれるもの。溢れる霊力を求め集まった悪魔たちの住処だ。近づくのは危険だが、東京タワーへ向かうにはあれを破壊して進む必要がある。 現在の我らの戦力なら進むことは可能だ。だが危険を感じたら無理せず戻ることを推奨。
Abscesses are outpourings of Magatsuhi that have been claimed by demons. Demons who hold these areas will attack anyone who gets close. Until you slash the abscess and defeat the demon or demons housed within, it is wise to remain cautious. Upon the demon's defeat, the hidden powers will be granted to the Nahobino. So, these are quite literal beef gates. They are a pretty nice way of signaling where you need to go. So these guys, the moment we get close enough, are going to start chasing. And I think we either get all of them, or maybe run around and get close to this one. And now we have the big fight. Okay, bunch of Mandragoras. And logic would dictate that they are weak to fire. Let's see. Mandrake. Yep, level 7. It's a tiny bit above our level. Aha! Let's burst one of them down. There we go. I don't think you can actually talk to demons in these kinds of fights. Okay, you resist lightning. Haha! And because we are immune to lightning, if they happen to hit us with the first attack, they just lose all their turns, which is always nice. Okay, away with you. And I can actually try talking with you. Maybe we're lucky. Nope. Okay. Well, at the very least, it doesn't take away your turn. So that's something. Kinda want to debuff your attack now. You're really gonna have to get in the habit of buffing and debuffing in this game if you want to get ahead. Well, now we had a full Magatsuhi gauge. It's a little overkill, but let's use a critical. And you can see there is the debuff icon. I think you can stack every stat debuff twice. That is usually how it is. There we go. By destroying an abscess, the Nahobino has obtained Magatsuhi and awakened the vast power of miracles. So the stuff that we were buying with the glory, we now gained a bunch
少
others.
年、よくやった。これで先へと進むことができる。
That was the plan. Well, actually, what the plan is. Oh, I see you. You're up there. We're gonna be coming for you. But the plan is to go back real quick. Still hasn't been enough time for the essence to replenish. But we can at least full heal, so we don't have to pay money for that. Okay, but we're gonna hit the World of Shadows again.
聞け。
The miracles you have awakened are the embodiment of God's will. By destroying the abscesses that encroach upon that, the power of miracles has been kindled within you. However, that alone is not enough to wield the miracles.
良いか。
Learning miracles will require spiritual power, otherwise known as glory. Glory is but fragments of God's power scattered across the realm of that. By gathering this power and offering it here, you can harness these miracles to act as both your sword and shield. If you are determined to obtain them, then enact apotheosis and take the power you desire. The World of Shadows offers a selection called Learn Miracles that will allow the Nahobino to harness a variety of abilities. You can choose from any of the miracles that you have awakened. We already had that. What's new here? Allows an additional skill to be selected from essences. Okay, this was what we were missing. Increases allies' skill slots by 1. Oh, that's very nice. You can get more skills on your demons. Very useful. Increases the Nahobino skill slots by 1. That is also very good. Increases demon stock by 1. So we can keep more demons in reserve. That also has its place. Healing skill potential, support skill potential. Okay. Yeah, still can't get your essences. Just the first one. But with the pixie I can get the first 2. Interesting. If I wanted to, I could impart the pixie's essence onto the slime, and that would negate all of the elemental weaknesses. But maybe that also would get rid of the poison resist and give a darkness weakness. Maybe that's a fair trade-off. Not sure, but we will see. For now, I think I'm going to keep my glory. Okay, do we have an explanation for how skill potential works? Because I'm not sure about that. Here we have a list of the affinities and the item icons. Resists. Status ailments. I always like it when a game has all of this information readily available for you. because, like me, I play this game once a week. So even if I read all of these now, I tend to forget stuff. Yeah, you see. Instead, buffs and debuffs can stack double. And usually we're going to want to stack them double. Essence icons. Ah, we can buy them at a later point. Okay. Still no explanation for the potential itself. It's probably something to do with the effectiveness of that type of skill. So Onmoraki has a +2 fire potential but -3 ice. So you don't really want to impart any ice skills on this one. This is how I am reading this. You, however, are pretty good at darkness skills. If I were inclined to make use of that. But not for now.
仲間を集めて
Okay, I actually wanted to cut the episode here. If it was up to me, I would really play for hours. And I know most people don't like long plays. So this will have to do. Anyways, if you have watched until now, thank you for watching. If this game is not really for you, then what are you doing at the end of the video? But also, you might want to check my channel. I play other types of games as well. I'll be back next week. Take care until then.